Alright, welcome back to Phantom X Gaming. We are back in Kerbal Space Program, where I have spent probably the past 25 minutes or so, roughly, just throwing together a quick little delivery system for this rover right here. So in this, a few sciencey things and some power, and up here we have Jebediah doing the driving. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but Kenbury and Bloodless are our secondary passengers. We have an engineer and we have a pilot. I am assuming the rover is going to be better handled by a pilot, so that's what we're going to do for that. But we need the engineer because I decided today I think we need a full-fledged base on the Mun. So I'm not going to do any big missions today, but I mean, you could look at that as a big mission, putting an entire space center on the Mun. But I have not really done a whole lot on testing this. The concept works, but we're going to see what happens with it. So we're going to go ahead and launch it. See what happens. Now I also decided to stay in the solar system, or at least in Kerbin's sphere of influence, only because I want to be sure that I don't get copyright struck again for free use music. Oh, that is very loud thunder. We are in the middle of a storm. Alright, so let's go ahead and test this out and see what happens. In 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, I need this. That was a falsie. 3, 2, 1, go. Uh-oh. Okay. Moving all over the place. That is very loud thunder. I suppose taking off in a thunderstorm isn't the best idea, but I mean, we're still going. We have a significant amount of fuel, so I don't have to really worry about adjusting my course to go into orbit just yet. Kind of want to get to about 250 meters above Kerbin, only because I know I have more than enough fuel to do so, and it's just a lot easier to make the maneuver on a rocket that goes incredibly slow when it's trying to change its direction of travel. And I am well past that, so I can cut off the engines here, go over the map screen real quick, go over here, and add a maneuver to Apoapsis. Alright, hit that button, go back out here. Okay, so my reaction wheels did work. That is a good sign. Because the one and only test I did was launch it straight up in the air and then try to turn it. That's the primary test I do because that is the defining factor as to if a rocket is going to be worth doing something with, or if it's worth it just to go back to the drawing board. Go ahead and fast forward to our maneuver. How are you guys doing? Everybody's nice and quiet today. I don't like it. We're going to start our burn now. Remember, the more you comment and chat, and the more I respond to your chats, the more YouTube pushes it in the algorithm. And the more people can see the content that I'm making and the whole storyline that we were in for a while. It was like 10 different lives. This is a very long burn. Apparently much longer than I expected it to be. But like I said, we have plenty of fuel. We can definitely work with it. I was thinking about dropping this stage off and going with my second stage to get into Mun orbit. But I almost wonder if it's worth it just to use the current fuel because we have so much of it. What do you guys think? Alright, we are in orbit around Kerbin. So actually what I think I might do, I'm not going to do it. I was going to switch around to retrograde and turn the engines on a little bit and drop this stage out of orbit, but I can deorbit this later. So I think it's time we get rid of that stage. That'll float around for a while. We have our secondary stage here. I'm going to leave the fairings on just for support of the spacecraft because underneath here is a rover and very flimsy connections. And I don't want to take a chance of messing that up before we get over to the Mun. It's always good to do your maneuvers at periapsis using the Oberth effect. So we're going to add a maneuver here. I'm going to drag it, whoops, wrong direction. I'm going to drag it out to here until we get our Mun encounter. Actually, can I get any closer? I could. That is our escape. That is our encounter. I can work with that. I'm going to flip around. And because I am very confident in my inability to function when it comes to timing my burns, I'm going to go ahead and stay out of the map screen. And we're just going to go for it. And of course, all of my maneuvers are always done on the dark side of a planet. That seems to be a reoccurring theme. I guess I could adjust and make it so everything is done on the light side, but I mean, that would probably take a little bit more effort than it's worth. Just for the short amount of time we're going to be stuck on the dark side of the planet. I should probably activate this engine. We're a little ways away. I will speed up time just a little bit. And it is time to burn. We'll find out if I was successful once we complete this burn. At the very least, get our encounter with the Mun, and then we can go ahead and see if this whole very rapidly thrown together system that I have going on here underneath this fairing will be worth the throwing it together real quick, or if we have to go back to the drawing board. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to our encounter. Looks like that worked pretty well. And then, like yesterday, I'm going to zoom in real close just so I can go ahead and warp a little bit closer and get our encounter a little bit quicker. I don't want to over warp, otherwise I'll be in a little bit of trouble. We have 16 seconds. Where is the mun? It's over there somewhere. There it is. 3, 2, 1, and we have our encounter. There we go. Add a maneuver to circularize. It'll be way on the outside, so I'm going to drag that in. So we're on the inside. We want to avoid the Mun Jr., as it's been aptly named. There we go. 131,000 meters is something I could work with. We're 9 minutes out from our maneuver, so I'm gonna just fast forward a little bit. It's a 12-second burn, and we are a minute out. I'll fast forward again, and hopefully not go past it. There we go. There's our circularization and our 131,000 meter periapsis. Perfect. Then we will warp to the periapsis. We don't need to set up a maneuver for it, because all I have to do is go retro. There we go. And there is the Mun. Now, it's been a while since we've been here, but it's almost good to be back here. Preferably not in the same crater we had issues with before, but, you know. Alright. Go ahead and bring that apoapsis down. There we go. That will do. It's not exactly even, but I mean, if you guys want, I can just kind of go over here, click on this, add a maneuver, circularize, hit that, go over here, and zoom over there. And as always, we will be on the dark side of the Mun. There we go. And we'll swing around to retrograde. Then burn off a little bit of this distance here. There we go. That's just about as circularized as I can get currently. And then we are going to go to the equator. We're gonna swing this around to a nice, even... Whoops, wrong direction. Equatorial orbit. The sun's coming up over the moon right there. And zip over to our maneuver. About a minute out. I think I can work with that. With a quick little fast forward. Perfect. We are orbiting the equator now. Get rid of this now. And I want to stay on the light side of the moon if I can help it. And I also want to kind of avoid all of these craters somehow. So what I think I'll do is I will warp to the periapsis again just to see where... Whoa, that's close. There we go. So I think we should be good to come in around over here somewhere. Change over to retrograde. And I can actually stage the fairing now. Revealing our lander, which is not the best looking, but it just needs to get us on the ground and get the Kerbals off of here and into here, and then we can drive around. Go ahead and decouple that. And hopefully it didn't break. Let's go ahead and bring these down here. Activate them. We have plenty of electric charge right now, and these are fully 100% electric engines. Alright, so that is actually pretty good. And we're going to have a little bit of space debris, but I'll deorbit all that stuff later. So we're going to go ahead and go for a landing. Where? I have no idea, but preferably not in a crater. I think we could probably get away with time warping to here. There we go. Slow down our speed a little bit. We do not want to end up in that crater, though. That, I'm pretty sure, is probably, at the very least, incredibly similar to the crater that started about, was it like 4 lives, 5 lives that we did, just trying to rescue missions repeatedly. So we want to avoid going in there as best we can. I have no idea if this is going to stand up straight or if it's going to fall over, but we will find out. I have not tested this part. We're just going to slow down just a little bit. Good thing it doesn't let me time warp, otherwise I would have gotten myself in trouble. I wonder. Can we time warp to here? Maybe we could, but we might get ourselves in trouble, but I guess it's too late now. There we go, we're 12,000 meters from landing. This looks like a good spot. 6,000 meters. You're just about there. I'm trying to slow down, but retrograde is being a little finicky now. And we have touchdown. Now I'm going to let the monopropellant hold us there while I move this out of the way and get bloodless on EVA. Wherever they are. Get them down in that lander as quickly as possible. I'm going to bounce off the ground because RCS did not turn on for me. Oh, I don't think I have what I need. I'm willing to bet that he does not have, yeah, he doesn't have a jetpack. Which makes it a little bit complicated. But we're gonna see what we can do here. Come on, climb up. Whoops. Nice little flip there. I wonder. Yeah, I can reach it if I jump from the right place. If I stop falling. There we go. Let's try jumping from here. A little too far away. I'll let you roll around a little bit. As I switch to the lander, gotta go over here, zoom in here, click on... It won't let me. I'll worry about that later. Whoops, wrong button. Go right to here, turn around, and jump. And grab, and fail. Uh-oh. Whoops. Come on. You can do this. Climb up. Stay up. Don't knock the whole rocket down. Climb this. Climb. Come on. Climb. Climb. Oh. What about going to the side here? Oh, he fell off. Climb up here. And then climb. And climb again. Nope. Uh-oh. Let's see if you can do a simple climb right up to the very top of the... Ooh. Okay. Climb. 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 No. I should have put the rover down beforehand. There we go. Can I climb in? I cannot. Uh-oh. Now the entire thing is rolling. I think Ludless is a little bit heavy. Oh, no. No, 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 don't do that. No, not again. Not again. You stay off. Stay up. Don't fall. Don't fall. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not good. Not good. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Oof. Oh, we got lucky on that one. I can recover that, I think. I'll climb up. Get into the seats. There we go. Oops. Oh, okay. That was a really high jump for absolutely no reason. Just wanted you to get up top to get back in the spacecraft so I can release all of the things. Come on. Wonder if I can get over here, do a quick backflip, and climb the bottom. Whoops. Do a face flip. Come on. Okay. Well, this is going just about as smooth as I thought it was going to go. Actually, that's an entire lie. Thought this was going to go off without a hitch. Whoop. Now I'm stuck. Come on. Come on. Get out of there. Climb something. Come on, you can do it. There we go. No longer stuck in there. But can I get back in? That's going to be the question. Just need to be able to get back in so I can do this without having to go back to the Space Center. The hatch is right there. Oops. Can I climb? Nope, I cannot climb. So then, can I, I'm gonna jump straight up. There we go. Perfect. F, grab. There we go. Board. Alright. Back in safety. Ooh, falling. Alright. So before anything, we're going to go ahead and decouple that, because that can just do its own thing now. Oop, it's going to jump around now. And now that's stuck. Alright, so that did not quite work out as planned, mostly. But I wonder if I can get them in it now. This rover isn't entirely untested as well. I just know back in the vehicle assembly building it wouldn't let me put crew in, so I didn't think anything of it. And I do believe we are in a little bit of trouble. Alright, I'm going to send Canbury out on EVA. How you doing, Cam? That is a it's a manned probe. Well, it's a Kerbal probe. But I may have gotten myself in a little bit of trouble here because I can't get them to sit in the seats associated with the drivings. So right now I'm just trying to, maybe if I go around the other side, I can push it out with my head. This rocket was at one point upright. You'll have to go back a few minutes and see as it fell over. I'm not entirely sure how it did, but it did. And hit the button, climb up. Come on, you can do it. Perfect. Now I'm going to be stuck again. Watch. And then I'm going to jump up and try to push it. Oh, nope. I'm going to land on my head, though. Come on. You're an engineer. You should be able to detach all of this stuff. Let's see if you can. If I can do that, I can push this stuff out of the way and get myself unstuck. Nope. Nothing. Alright. Do a quick little front flip. And jump up. And fall over. I didn't say jump. There we go. Oh, you fell too far. Come on. Instead of pushing the rover, I'm pushing myself. Yes. Yes, that is exactly what's happening. So I'm trying to jump up and down and all around, try to push it out of the way, but it is not working. So my next option is go back to the Space Center and get another crew and come up here with a whole new set. So these guys don't have jetpacks. I completely forgot to put jetpacks in. I'm used to a mod putting them in for me, and that mod went away along with many others that were breaking the game after yesterday's live and the dealings with the Kraken. So now now I'm trying to finagle this around a little bit and see if I can't fix it without having to send another crew up here, because I only wanted 2 of them, actually. I only wanted an engineer and a scientist to set up a quick little station and get everything situated to build an actual space center up here. So that is the goal. I figured on staying in the sphere of influence of Kerbin. There we go, that looks promising. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Why can you not sit? Forward. There we go. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. We're possibly getting somewhere. We might be getting somewhere. Kinda, sorta. Come on. This one does not have a reaction wheel. So this was a prefab that I grabbed out of the stock ships and stuff that were right there. And I took everything off of it and I just put what I wanted on it, which was this storage and a couple battery chargers. Reaction wheels can be lifesavers for sure, except I didn't think that far ahead. I did not foresee this. I mean, I should have. Jebediah was flying the ship, but wonder if I can lighten the load a little bit. No, I can't. Come on. You can do this. Might have to drag this along the ground a little bit to break it away. The Kerbals forgot to remind me of a lot of things, that is for sure. You know, jetpacks and the ability to function. Come on, you can do this. I think I'm gonna have to switch back to, come on, give it to me. Oh, I can't select that now. Do that, do that. Can I? No. So I'm gonna have to go back to the Space Center and then fly the ship from there. Because it's not letting me select the ship. Which is fine, because this is going to give us the ability to see if the game's going to crash on me. Because that's a thing that hasn't happened yet. Yesterday, we had all sorts of weird things happen. I think it was like 2 or 3 times. And it made me think that we crashed, but we didn't really crash. Let's see here. Let's go and fly this one. And let's see if we can drag this along the ground a little bit and push the rover free without breaking everything. Oh, wait. Oh, uh-oh. That's not good. That is not good at all. Definitely not good. I mean, it might be good. Oh, nope. Rover's on its side. It got worse. It got way worse. Oh, boy. I wonder if I throttle up just a little bit. Kind of bounce it around a little bit. Oh, we lost a Kerbal. And we have a free rover. Do we have a free rover? No, we don't have a free rover. We have a lost Kerbal over there in the distance. Should probably go get him. Oh, can't select him either. So, rover's upside down, still trapped. So we're gonna keep trying. Oh, there we go. There, it is free. Now if I can get this to stop without breaking. There we go. Can I... So what I should do is send Bloodless out on EVA, because he's going to stay as well. I said EVA. Oh, it's obstructed. I'm going to have to turn. Come on, roll over. Now sit. Good rocket. EVA. And fall to the ground. Get back up. And casually walk all the way over to the upside down. Oh, it is upside down. Casually walk over to the upside down rover. I'm just gonna get over to here and you turned your Mun rover into a top, or your Mun lander into a top. I can see how that happens, for sure. Now, I'm wondering if I can just do this. Board. Come on. Board. Let's see here. Oop. There we go. Oh, maybe. Oh, nope. And it's no longer anywhere near where we are. Okay, bye. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit of a hike. It is still alive and upside down. Oh, okay. How you doing, Aiden? So, we launched a mission to the Mun, with the intentions of setting up a Mun base, like a big one, with a vehicle assembly building and a launch pad and all of the things. And Jebediah was flying the spacecraft, and not so great things have happened. I did not see that coming, but I should have seen that coming, because with Jebediah driving, anything can happen. And we got the rover free. However, when I was trying to flip it over, it went launching across to the other side of the moon. So it's over there, that little pink dot over there. That's where we have to get to, 272 meters away. Krakens are the antagonists? Yes. Yes, they are. Now, I thought for a second we took care of that problem during yesterday's live. I mean, that was pretty extreme what we did. And if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. It was actually a pretty good live. Granted, it got copyright struck, but you know. Sheep Detective? I have not. Tell me what that's about. While we walk 204 meters. Your family's excited about it? I have to look into it, see what it's all about. Yeah, if we ever get back to Kerbin. Oop, doing a front flip now. $134 meters away. We should be able to casually hop and skip there. Now, if we send this flying again, then we'll go back to the Space Center and send another crew up with jetpacks and extra ones for these guys. This reminds you of the final rescue stream when I hiked 2 Kerbals to the rock. Yes, it does. I was hoping to avoid having to do something like this again. Going out of my way to make as many fail-safes as possible so it didn't have to happen. But we took care of the Kraken on Duna, but I guess we didn't take care of the Kraken on the Mun. However, I don't know how I feel about reinstalling the mods associated with doing a mission like that, because it was definitely devastating to my computer. I mean, I dropped the temperature in my office to about 62 degrees, and by the time the just under 2-hour live was over, it was already well above 100 degrees. Instead of the Death Star, we need the Kraken Star. I'm sure I could build something like that. It might take me a few months, but that also might be devastating to my PC. 21 meters away. We are finally making it over there. However, is it going to fly away or is it going to turn over proper? Yeah, I watched it flip back upside down. After it had already stopped, it just kind of rolled back over. So we're going to flip it over carefully. Especially now that we've traveled this far. Come on. If I can get over here, maybe I can very carefully... It's just gonna put me back into here. Actually, I have an idea. Because I just tried jumping while pushing it. Okay, so I can do this. Can I do this? No, I cannot. Come on, let me out. Yeah, sure, let's do an EVA report. It's going great! Come on, let me out of the seat. Let me out of the seat. Okay, well, they're just sitting there now. Ludless is stuck in a chair. I cannot get out of the chair. Wait a second. Oh, wait. I have a terrible idea. I have a really bad idea. I never set off the solid rocket boosters to take it off of the rocket. How you doing, Lev? You should always buy it versus the other options. Supports the artists. Alright, I am going to detonate these rocket boosters and see what that does for us. Let's hope for the best. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me up. I shouldn't have lowered the power of them. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can't do it. And there it is. Now I'm worse off than I was before. Leave seat. Oh, how he's in the ground. Wait, did that help? Did that help? Come on, do it again. Do it again. Oh, okay. I just jumped off of that. You're updating files to an MP3 player? Alright, let's see if we can do a little bit more here. Come on. Momentum. We have this. We have momentum. We can do it. All of the momentum. Come on. Come on. And I'm past it. Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? No, don't fall back over. Don't fall back over. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And wait, wait. What's it doing? What is it? What is it doing? What is it doing? Okay then. We're gonna go over here and see if we can get in the seat and sit this down. Apparently it is very back heavy. Come on. Set back down. There we go. Yes, it's still going. I'm gonna try to very carefully get this back over to the rocket and get the other Kerbal in here to help weigh this down. Just have to do it really carefully because apparently this is incredibly top heavy or back heavy. Don't know how much traction I have, but I wonder. Traction control. Turn it all the way up. And we're going to turn the brakes all the way up as well. Come on. You can get up this non-existent hill. It's not even that big. Alright, now we're moving a little bit faster than I should be. It really should not be going this fast. But I may as well push my luck, right? This rover's like, I'm tired of this. Yeah, it is. It's, I didn't think that it was going to be back heavy with all the stuff in it. I figured, you know, stick some Kerbals in it, and I am going way too fast, and I'm not doing anything correctly. Just get ready on those brakes. Come on, you can do it. I have a lot of big rocks to get over. I'm not entirely sure I can even do that. Maybe if I get a lot of speed. Tokyo Drift, yeah, it is. I'm going to try to ramp off all of this at high speeds and see if I can't get over there. Oh, that worked really well. Oh, and now I might be stuck. Come on. You can stop. I might have to go all the way around all this. Can I bounce off of this? Oh, I can't bounce off it on purpose, but I can casually touch it and then fly through the air. Got it. Come on. I got this. Let's turn traction control up. So we're going this way, apparently. There's a nice view of Kerbin up there. Actually, what I should do is take a quick screenshot. I do it this way because I know where it goes. And I come back to all sorts of bad things. Okay. Well, there's that. Oh, look, it's autosaving. Thank you. Wrong direction for me to autosave in. Alright, so. We've gotten a quarter of the way there. What if I walk the other one over here? That picture looks like one of the Apollo mission. Yes, it does. That's one of the reasons I took the screenshot. Actually, I am not going to leave the seat. I am going to jump over to the Space Center and switch to the scientist, I believe it is. Because I think if I can push it over with the other Kerbal already in there, it will not be as back heavy. Let's see, we have Kenbury. Switch over to that one. And it's a little bit closer this time than it was the last time, so. Where is it? Way over there. Got it. All I got to do is get the two of them in a seat and the rover upright, and we are good to go. All I need to do is get down into over here, and then we can set up a base. However, with the amount of time this is taking, it might have to wait until next week to set up the base. Depends. Let's see where we get. We're already about an hour into this. We have another hour or so. I try to keep the lives to about 2 hours. Come on, get me over there. We are so close. 88 meters away. I am definitely going to remember jetpacks next time. See, a daily walk on the Mun, I feel like, is a lot easier than a daily walk on Kerbin. Mostly for that whole gravity thing. I'm going to do a quick little jump right here. See if we can land on that rock. Nope, not even close. One more jump. Oh, nope, we're going to roll around on the ground for a while. And jump. Nope, that was straight up. There was no forward momentum involved there. There we go. 50 meters away. We're just going to do a quick little front flip and then land on our back. Imagine how high people could jump without a suit weighing them down on the moon in real life. Well, I mean, there's this whole thing where you have to kind of breathe and, you know, no atmosphere, and space tends to cause liquids to boil, and, you know, it's probably not a pleasant thing. I don't think you could be jumping very much or very high without a suit on. However, with a suit on, you can still jump pretty high. All right, let's see if we can get this thing flipped over with a with a Kerbal in it. Come on, come on, almost, almost. While you're pushing it, I'm gonna right-click on this. I'm gonna hit board, and I'm gonna keep hitting board until you can board. Oh, I have to stand still. There we go. Oh, it didn't work. What if you got out and then went over here and pushed this way? I feel like there's a lot less control, less progress. So you go back in the seat, and then you leave the seat and go flying. We're gonna come back over here and try to push this back over. Once we get this over on its wheels, we will be good to go. And with 2 Kerbals in there, it should be relatively balanced. Come on. Actually, I wonder. Inventory. Oh wait, you do have a jet. Wait a second. Wait, did you also have one? You did. Ah, so they were hiding it from me. Got it. Kind of curious as to why the RCS wasn't working. If I can run right into it. Nope. I think both of them have to be out. So, come on. Come on. Let me get you out of the seat. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. And that right there. And switch that to there. And switch this to here. Oh, nope, can't do that. And then you're going to go over here. And then you're going to set this up right here. Come on. Come on. Let me deploy. There we go. We'll call it right there. We're going to remove some of this weight. And see what we can do with it. Oh, that's too heavy with that in there, so we'll stick that in there as well. Whoops, wrong button. Let me place this. Nope, don't jump. The problem is I can't remember what I pushed in order to place the other one. Sure, let's plant the flag right here. Get that out of the way. There. W name? Yeah, because this is this is where we're setting up the temporary base, because we have a lot to do and not a whole lot of time to do it, especially when I can't seem to figure out why this won't let me. There we go, because I didn't push the right button. That's all. So we're gonna put that right there. And then we're gonna put this right here. And this right. Nope, we can't do that. I should get the mod that lets me ignore all of the weights. Then I could just have all kinds of crazy stuff. And we'll place that right there. Number one word you never want to hear is oops. I think you are entirely correct. However, I tend to say that kind of a lot in in this game. I blame Jebediah. Oops, that's a jetpack. That stays down there while I do this. Do I have enough room for this? No, I don't. One thing at a time. That's the wrong button. There we go. Nope. Wrong button. There we go. Good. Walked into the flag. That's the jetpack. Let's do that. We'll place that right here. And the last thing is our communications. Oops. Let me place it. There we go. It's gonna be right there. And we're gonna take our jetpack that I didn't know we had back. Alright, so there's that part of it. And then I'm gonna... Come on, let me have it. You won't let me have it. Let's see what we can do here. Come on. Oh, almost. Fall over again. Oh. Ludless is sitting patiently waiting for the rover to be flipped over instead of helping. However, to be fair, he can't really help when I can't control two of them at once. I wonder. If I climb up here and jump onto the nope, that didn't work. Reaction wheels are going on this for the future, for sure. So I took away all the weight. Wonder if I can... No, I cannot. Are you the... What does this do? There we go. Let's see. Yeah, sure. Mission Control is confused as to why so much power is being generated on this spot of the Mun. I think you're right. They probably thought it was all a success and have no idea what exactly is going on right now. However, the rover can sit right there for now. I'm going to jump back to the Space Center and switch over to Ludless. I'm going to get him out of that seat so he can go do something productive. Oh, it's storming. Where is it storming? Oh, over there. At least it's not here anymore. Alright. We want the rover. Even after getting rid of a huge number of mods, I still have very long load times. Ludless is drinking tea out of a coconut with sunglasses on, having a grand time watching Canbury work his head off, trying to flip the rover. Yes, yes he is. However, that time is over for him. He's gonna have to go to work. Leave seat. Eat some moon rocks. And then back over here. Now it's his turn. Let's see what we can do here. I know you have a jetpack now. Whoop. Faceplant. Wonder if I jump from here. Whoop. Too much. Oop. Face planted into it. Come on. Come on. I think it's stuck. That's okay. Oop, too far. Oop, too far again. Too far again. There we go. Okay, so that lives there now. Apparently. There we go. Now I can turn them. So we're gonna put them right over here, I think. Facing this way. I'd say that makes a decent little screenshot right there of our temporary Mun base and the rover. That's a thing. We're gonna go ahead and screenshot. And then, because these guys are where they're going to be for a little bit, we're going to go ahead and jump back to the Space Center one more time and get over to the rocket and see if we can get Jebediah home. I did not put a reaction wheel on. There's a big storm. That is a very big storm. Very loud storm. I did not put reaction wheels on the lander because I didn't think I would need them. Imagine being able to attach parts on EVA to rockets. Technically, I should be able to, but I think there is there's a problem with the mod that should let me do it. All right, we are laying down and whoops, wrong button. We are laying down. We have to be upright, so we're gonna add a little power to this. We're also gonna go radial out. Oh, oh, wait, yes, nope, nope, definitely not working. Nope, lost our, we are off the ground. We are not exactly even, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut down that engine. But we are off the ground, and we are still in mostly one piece. We're gonna get Jebediah home real quick. It is very much so not even, but we can work with it. Uh-oh. I thought I could work with it. Give me prograde. There we go. We're gonna be a little bit wobbly, but we'll get back to the Space Center. Head over to the map real quick. I think we're actually on a really good trajectory, and I didn't even try. Periapsis at 217,000 meters. I can work with that too. Okay, so in trying to, not crash again, we are on a good trajectory to get back to the Space Center pretty quick. Jump over here and pull my chat back up because that disappeared somehow. There we go. All right, so Let's go ahead and warp all the way to our escape. 54 seconds. Go ahead and speed that up just a little bit. Okay, maybe a lot of bit. There we go, and we'll jump down to our periapsis. And bring that in. Oh, too far. I can work with that. Swing that around to there. Fast forward time. Loveless and Canbury watching their ride back to home fly away. Yes, they did. They definitely did watch that happen, and unfortunately for them, they are stuck there until such time as they build a base for us. However, we also have to get Jebediah back home safely. I'm hoping I put enough parachutes on there, but I have no idea. And with one of our engines out and most of our batteries non-existent, yeah, we're coming back limping. Bring that down. Very slowly, apparently, because we don't have the engine power we should. A little bit wobbly. Okay, a lot of bit wobbly. There we go, and I'm just going to keep that going. We're going to go for an ocean landing. I'm going to fast forward over to here. Ah, which way are we going? Okay, we are going in the correct direction. Get rid of that. Fast forward to here. And flip around going the right direction. And slow down. Just a little bit. We might be landing on land. I hope not. I have this planned out so we don't. Well, I almost have this planned out so we don't. Go ahead and burn off some of our speed here. Rather land in the ocean with only 3 of 4 engines. I also want to do it a little bit slow, too. Get us so we're not going into those clouds. That should be good right about there. Ah, we have reached the lack of space. Sometimes you wonder how Jebediah survives these situations. I wonder that myself kind of a lot. Hey, Rocky. How did we defeat the Kraken? Well, I guess you're going to have to watch yesterday's live and check it out, because it was actually a really good one. I can't give away too much, but the Space Center had some scientists that weren't supervised, and they came up with a really good idea to take care of the Kraken on Duna. So I took it up into space without seeing it, and it was good. It was very good. There's some epic re-entry music. I don't need struts. Yeah, need versus remember to put them on. You know, that's kind of a big difference. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are not slowing down. We are not slowing down. Oh. Oh, I'm sure he's okay. I'm pretty sure sure he's fine. I'm gonna go to the Space Center and hope the game doesn't crash, because that's usually the sign. If I can recover that vessel, then the game's probably gonna crash at some point. Yeah, I'm sure give him some time. He'll swim to shore. He'll be okay. We're gonna. Oops! Did I just hit the wrong button? I just hit the wrong button. So we're gonna go back into the game. As soon as that loads up here. Resume. Down to here. Load. No, that wasn't a game engine issue. That was me clicking on the wrong thing. You know, doesn't happen often, but it definitely did that time. But like I said, I'm pretty sure Jebediah is going to swim to shore. He'll be fine. He always is. He usually shows up for work the next day. Just in case, we might want to go hire some people real quick, just before they find... Oh, yeah, he's back. There he is. Yeah, so he's good. He got to shore. It wasn't that bad of an impact. Oh, really? I mean, if you fast forward time a little bit, if they're missing, they will eventually respawn. And then they'll be back. However, in this case, Jebediah was fine. It wasn't that bad of an impact. He survived worse. 80 of them from a Tor space plane. Well, that's a heck of a crash. I would strongly recommend not doing that. Oh, you turned respawning off. Okay. Yeah, I don't do that because I crash kind of a lot. No one would show up for work the next day if I didn't have that. All right. So let's pull open. Where is it? Test 129. We're gonna load that up. And I do believe I figured out what the real problem is here. They don't allow me to put Kerbals in here, I don't think. Oh, they are gonna let me now. Okay, so we're gonna stick... Let's see here. We need an engineer. Who do we have available? Gotta find someone good. Ah. For our pilot, we can use Lizard Kerman. I think we can use Jaruki as our engineer. There we go. Your space center, make sure no OSHA workers are around. I'm pretty sure they gave up on showing up at my space center. I'm almost positive of that. Okay, so we got everything situated. We have Kerbals in the rover. Now, we do know it is top heavy, or back heavy rather. So what I'm thinking I'll do is do something a little bit different. Kind of want to take this. I said this. Oh, that's bad. And let's do this. I forgot to take the... Whoops. You know what? We're going to reload this spacecraft. Don't save. Load. Zoom back in. Whoops, wrong button. Well, the lack of the right button. Yeah, so we're going to add a reaction wheel, and we're going to remove some of these supports, so it's going to be a little bit rickety. But I think if I do it correctly, I might be in good shape. However, I do know that we need to reduce... Oh, I can't. We need to reduce the scale. There we go. Nice and itty bitty little tiny little things that are kind of in there and not really existing. We're gonna put those back up. And hopefully this will knock it down. Maybe if I do that. 10 times more than 0 is 0. To 228 on that one. Let's see if I can get this one and bring that up also to 228. That looks a little bit better. What should you do on your KSP server? What have you done, and what do you think would be a good idea? Like, what were your intentions with that particular playthrough? Is it a science playthrough? Is it a career or a sandbox playthrough? At 0.1. That should be a little bit better and get us on our wheels. Then I'm also going to take this off. Take this off. That way those don't mess up. And then I'm going to take this. Change that to only 2. Hit the right buttons. Come on. Right about there. That should do me some good. You're heading to Midmas and have deployed 2 satellites in orbit. It's all real time. Your brother's heading stuff out towards Joule. Cam, you accidentally launched a poor little Kerbal to Joule. You didn't know how to go interplanetary at that time? Well, do you know how to go interplanetary now? Because I bet if you got it all figured out now, you might be able to save them. If you still have that save. Oops. There we go. All right, in the center. Pick that back up. Put that right in the center and rotate that way. That's better. Is that centered? Yeah, that's pretty centered. And we have to set this down to about there, maybe a little bit further. Just so it's barely sticking out there. So this can attach right there. There we go. Everything works. I forgot a reaction wheel. You do everything in one save? I mean, you could probably eventually save him. I mean, if he's like half a light year out by this point, I mean, maybe it's worth just having him beam back some data for you. You know, in his infinite travels. So we're going to find a reaction wheel here. What do you guys think? Put something like that right on there? Just right in the center, just like that. So I'm going to take this light off. And I'm going to put this reaction wheel. Okay, I'm going to get a structural piece. Grab this, stick that right there. And then slide that down to about there. Take the reaction wheel. Put that right there. Scale that up. You have Kessler rings around Kerbin, and it's actually visible. Like I said, you're going to have to hit the link to the Discord server, jump in there, and share some pictures of it. Because that'd be pretty cool to see. I don't think that reaction wheel is going to be big enough, but I think if I go here, take that off here, and add another reaction wheel. Do an SAS right there. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to do a real reaction wheel. Come on. Now, somewhere in this mess of... There we go. There it is. Now we'll take that and stick that back on there, and now we have two reaction wheels. One big, one small. And now nothing could ever stop us. Well, there is the Kraken. Actually, what I should do is do some kind of separator on here. So that way all of this can actually function. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change that up just a little bit. Take that out. Take that out. You have a rocket that spins really fast and decouples a bunch of debris, and then it spreads out. That's one way to do it. All right, so we're going to take this off. We're going to add a decoupler. Actually, what we should do is add structural part, add two of these, And these are at 0.625, so we'll change that as well. And bring that to here. There we go. And then select that because that's a smart thing to do. Perfect. Now we can add decouplers to that. Probably not the best way to do it, but it, in theory, works. I guess we'll find out. That should do right there. And we'll take this entire thing. We'll move it over. Did I just move that? Okay. Move that up to here. Move that to here. Perfect. And then we're going to take our rover and do all of the things incorrectly. There we go. Stick that right there. We're going to drop that down till it's just barely underneath. That should be good, right about there. Yeah, that works. Alright, now we can add this back in. And in theory, everything is working correctly. Nothing's sticking out anywhere. Alright. That looks a lot better. However, the rocket's going to fall over the second it touches down. So we need to add some form of support to it. Actually, if I decouple that and just drop it on the surface, then we could just take right off. And the crew can just go right home. That's a good idea. So we're going to try it. We're going to try this out and see what happens with it. And hope for the best. Make sure that has the proper amount of fuel in it. We got our reaction wheels, our SAS wheels. Reaction wheels on the rover. And we have our crew, I do believe. Risk it all for the biscuit. Oh, we don't have a crew on our rover now. Uh-oh. What happened? Did it shrink? Let's scale it up. That's a little bit big. But I think we can make that work. Will that let me have crew in it now? No, it will not. So there is something going on here. Scale that back down. So we're gonna save this as it is currently. And then we're gonna load it back in. Zoom in here and see if it lets us have the crew in the rover again. The whole key to that is being able to have the crew in the rover already. Let's jump over to here. Now we can. Alright, so somewhere in here we have Lizard and Jaruki. Now, before anything else screws up, we have a reaction wheel in the... Oh, we have an illuminator. And we have 4 bars. Hold on. It says 85 parts. Let's load this one up. Wait, I'm in the wrong save. Let's jump over to current save. And go to here. Load this one up. Is this the correct one? This is the correct one. What's my opinion on part clipping an engine in a lander? Oh, I do it all the time. I have nothing against that. That looks a little better. We have a reaction wheel in there. And can we have all of our... Yes, we can. Perfect. So let's get Lizard in there. Let's get Jaruki in there. And let's get launching before it decides otherwise. These Kerbal parents are running out of ideas for names. Yes, I kind of agree. I mean, if I came across someone named Lizard, I would kind of feel bad for them, but at the same time, I would definitely want to be their friend, because that's pretty cool. But I'd also feel bad for them. Alright, RCS on, SAS on. We're gonna go ahead and throw this engine down in there so we get up into space a little quicker. Everything seems to be working correctly, so 3, 2, 1, launch. Getting a little bit wobbly here. Okay, we're getting very wobbly. Let's jump over to here and get our maneuver set up. And our reaction wheel is reacting. Alright, fast forward until our maneuver. It's going to be a 1.5-minute burn. Okay, while that's doing that, I can just make sure all of my staging is correct. I don't want the fairings to pop out just yet, because that's the only support for that rover in there. And those are attached to the rover, so I shouldn't have to do anything with those. And then those 4 are attached to that, so these will have to be before those 2. Alright, there we go. We have about 33 seconds left of the burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that does it for the orbital burn. We are in Kerbin orbit. Now the Mun is over there. I wonder if I can grab onto that real quick from here. So we're going to go ahead and stage this out. Make sure that's the correct stage. Make sure that's the correct rocket. Perfect. Would I rather be forced to do a long presentation in front of a lot of people wearing a dress or fight in the worst battle of World War One? I mean, I'd probably pick World War One for sure. Mostly because, you know, I neither wear dresses nor do presentations in front of a lot of people, other than, you know, what I'm doing on YouTube currently, which is basically the same thing, just not in a dress. And if given the two options, I would definitely choose World War One. All right, so let's see if we can't get an encounter with the Mun. I'm over here. Actually, I should be over here, not over there. Whoop, we had something. Whoop, we had a lot of somethings. Come on. There it is. We have the encounter there and the drop out there. Perfect. I accept. It's kind of a finicky one, but I think I could probably make that work. I want to be relatively close to exact on this. So we're going to start burning about 30 seconds early. Only have one chance at this. I'll slow it down just in case we see something that works better. I'd say that works pretty well for what it is. So we will fast forward to our encounter. Warp there real quick. Oh, I guess we're doing another circle. Didn't know that was coming. But it works. And we're going to go ahead and switch to retrograde because I'm willing to bet without making a maneuver node I can do this. This is a shot in the dark and I probably shouldn't be doing this, but out of curiosity, let's go ahead and add a maneuver node there for circularization. I'm basically there. It's not terrible. But I should just do this. You know what? We're going to chance it. We're going to leave that there just to be sure. And we're going to go for it. And I can work with that. Get my periapsis and do a circularization burn right there. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to get rid of that. I'm going to switch our warp over to here. Either this is going to work really well, or I'm getting flung out into solar orbit. We will find out. Do I like to hot stage my rockets even though it's useless in KSP? It depends on the day. Depends on what I'm trying to do. Go ahead and try to circularize here. There it is. Without having to use maneuver nodes. I'm going to get myself nice and close in there. And not be pulled in by the Mun's moon. I think I can work with that. And we're going to warp to here. Usually don't use maneuver nodes going to the Mun. Yeah, so I use them mostly to stay in practice of it. I don't necessarily need to use it for encounters with the Mun or Min-Miss. But for interplanetary, I do use them just to get an idea. Most of the time, I mean, I haven't been lately, but yesterday I did, for the first time during a live, use the alarm clock over here to get my Duna approach. We're going to bring our periapsis down as close as we can get. You recommend not landing near the double crater that the rescue missions were all caught up in because of the Kraken? Wow, I can't read today. Yeah, I definitely will avoid that crater. I don't want to end up back there. That was kind of on a weird orbit as well. So as long as I stay relatively... Actually, I should, while I'm right here, basically, go ahead and add a maneuver for this part of it. Oops, wrong direction. Bring myself relatively level. Well, as level as I can get. So I can guarantee I avoid that crater, mostly. We're an hour and 24 out from that, so we're going to go around. We're going the opposite direction I thought we were going. That's okay. Close enough. We'll start burning now, bring that up, and there we go. Then we're going to jump over to our periapsis. Point retrograde. And I'm going to try to stage this out so it crashes into the Mun. Kind of warn the Kraken that he should probably stay away. Right about... That works right there. And that gives me enough time to stage out. I said stage out. There we go. And I bet you we could do something like this and see all that stuff flying around. There we go. Now I'm going to get these up and out of the way. These are what I want. And pull away from there a little bit. And then the goal is to drop this on the surface with the Kerbals on it. So you can see right here, we do have them in it already. Maybe turn it that way so they don't seem like they're gonna, fall sideways out of it. And then we're going to burn retrograde. Ooh, that is very, very finicky. I should make a Kraken prison. It's an interplanetary problem, so I don't think there's a prison that can hold it. I'm hoping to drop this at a slight angle so it lands on its feet, so all I have to do is stage out and drive away. Not landing on water, so I can change that to land. And we're going to speed up time just ever so slightly. Then a little bit more. I probably shouldn't be messing around with speeding up time, especially with the history that we have. Get an autosave going there for me. Not that I could ever find them, but... Slow down time. Let that adjust. Uh-oh. Do we have a new crater to worry about? Yeah, we should be okay. I think. Should be. Getting a little bit low for my comfort, so we might have to land in this crater over here. I can slow down pretty quick. Going right for that little white spot right there. I was thinking about putting parachutes on this, but they don't really do a whole lot of good on the Mun. Start burning off our speed now. Yeah, with those engines blasting in the Kerbal faces. Oh, wrong direction. All the bad things. What was that? That was me not paying attention. I was busy reading chat. Let's let that settle out real quick. And level ourselves out. That way we don't have any more mishaps here. Thanks for the congrats on 50 subs. I appreciate it. The Kerbals be like my eyes. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? So we are currently working on landing on the Mun with a lander and some Kerbals, and hoping that the Kraken doesn't get us. But I think I already took care of that by not paying attention. Whoop! I'm not paying attention again, and I'm going back up. All right, let's do this right. Yes, I have hit 50 subscribers. Mun Junior is rising. Now I gotta get up to gotta get 500 subscribers for me to be able to start making this a full-time job. Yeah, my current full-time job is training horses. I probably won't stop training horses, but I would definitely space it out a little bit more and kind of enjoy it a little bit more if I didn't have to worry about if I'm gonna make enough money. That's kind of a key factor on training horses is you have to make enough money to survive, but at the same time, the horses that I specialize in are, a lot of rescues, wild horses, off the track horses. So it's kind of that finicky gray line that I have to straddle. You're almost there. We're gonna drop them and take off. The horses are doing good. My current group of client horses are actually doing much better than I expected them to do at this current point in time. I expected some of them to take a little bit longer than they actually are. To get to where they currently are. So we're making a lot of progress with them. The rescue horses that I'm working with are also doing well over what I thought they would be doing at this point. Going a little bit fast. Try to bring that down a little bit. I don't like this area at all. We're gonna go ahead and stage them out and take off. Whoop, that was the wrong stage. Oh, there they go. Way over there. Well, there's that. Is it gonna survive? It bounced. Maybe it survived. I think there's a Kerbal right here. Just kind of chilling out. There's some parts over here, some parts over here. Oh, that might be a part of the... Well, there's that. Yeah, that's painful. That was going relatively smooth until I staged the wrong thing. I forgot to put the staging for those two decouplers in the proper place, and I staged entirely the wrong thing. You think I'm gonna hit 100 subs before July 15th? Well, that'd be great if I did. Uh, at the current rate that I'm gaining them, uh, I would probably reach more towards, you know, August or September. It's kind of a very slow trickle for me because the stuff that I do and the content that I make isn't really for everyone. Uh, a lot of people watch for like 2 or 3 minutes and then they go on their way. A lot of people think that subscribing costs money, and it does not cost money. Uh, it's entirely free to do, so don't forget to hit the subscribe. And it's a very slow process, especially with gaming channels and especially with how I do it. I keep it family friendly. I keep it, you know, decent. I don't use foul language, and I don't bring anyone into my videos that have foul language or are prone to foul language. You're still learning how to use YouTube. Just installed editing software. So DaVinci Resolve is a good one to use for editing. And then OBS is what I use uh, for my capture software. Yeah, so unfortunately we crashed this one. Uh, that didn't exactly go as I planned. I will do a little bit of work off recording and off live to try to get that rocket working correctly and staged out correctly. Uh, that being said, don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. It is free to do, and it definitely helps me out. Join the Discord. The link is in the top of the channel. Jump over to my channel, watch all of my other videos and all of the other games that I play. And if you're in Discord and you join Discord, you'll be able to hang out, be able to chat, and I might even drag you into some of the games that I play for multiplayer. That is an option as well. So that being said, I will see you on the next one.